Good evening to you, I'm Edward Salt. A woman from West Sussex whose 4 children were harmed after she was prescribed an epilepsy drug during her pregnancies says she's still waiting 5 years on after a major report called for urgent action and compensation. Janet Stockley-Pollard took sodium valproate, unaware of the impact on her children. Guidance around the drug has since changed, but 5 years on, Janet says she and many others like her feel forgotten and let down. I caught up with her in Bognor Regis. For Janet from Bognor, being in the sea isn't just fun, it keeps her focused and ready to fight.
It's made such a difference to my mental health and physical health, which is enabling me to carry on with caring for others and fighting.
Janet took a sodium valproate drug called Epilim during all 4 of her pregnancies to control her epilepsy, but she wasn't told of the risks. As a result, all 4 of Janet's children have been diagnosed with fetal valproate syndrome, which leads to autism, ADHD and learning difficulties. Do you feel guilty about taking that drug?
Always. You know, I took it to help, but obviously if I'd have known the consequences, I certainly wouldn't have put my children through this.
The guidance about taking the drug during pregnancy has now changed.
Oh, great!
We followed the family's story for almost 2 decades here on South Today, from court cases to campaigns to be heard. 5 years ago, a report by Baroness Julia Cumberledge found sodium valproate did cause avoidable harm.
They didn't know that the chances were 1 in 2. 1 in 2 damaged babies. What a tragedy.
And 5 years ago, I sat with Janet on this bench in Feltham as that damning report was published. 5 years on and on the same bench, has anything changed?
Not a great deal, to be honest. They have put the Patient Safety Commissioner in place, but for the children that have already been affected and the families already affected, nothing.
The Patient Safety Commissioner, appointed as a result of the Cumberledge review, said in February 2024 that families like Janet should be compensated. And at a time when victims of the Post Office Horizon scandal and infected blood scandal are told they'll get financial redress, how does Janet feel?
I'm really, really pleased for them because I know that they're all so deserving. Their lives have been hell. But it does stick because it's like, well, what about everything that we've gone through that was no fault of our own?
In France, a fund has been earmarked by the French government to compensate families affected, such as Marines.
In France, in UK, in Switzerland, in Belgium, there is victim in all over the world, and they must pay for what they've done.
The Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, said in opposition that families should be compensated for sodium valproate. The government now tells us that it's working at pace. For Janet's children, that's not good enough.
We've been promised support, we've been told we've been wronged. Why pretend that we're going to disappear? Why do you want us to disappear?
Do you think you'll ever see this money?
Not really. There's only so much hope you can hold on to, and then you just kind of give up. Except we can't give up because our children are relying on us.